So, yo, man, I want to say, man, we got the first episode down and out the way. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. Yes, we got that out the way. Thank you to everybody that tuned in, that chimed in, that commented on TikTok or Instagram. We appreciate y'all. Keep following, keep sharing, keep all that stuff y'all do, man. We're gonna keep this thing going. And we're gonna give our 2 cents in the podcast. Once again, my boy C.O. McLean, and I'm here with
Melly Mel, your boy.
that's right. We're gonna get our special guest in the building. He said he's in here. Let's tap him in 1 second.
What's the word, fellas?
Hey,
What's
there we
goody?
go.
What's goody?
My brothers, what's going on, man?
I'm
What's
doing
good?
well, doing well. How you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's good to finally meet you in person. Heard a lot of good things about you from Mel over like 15 years now.
Well, I thanks to my bro for keeping my name in good spirits.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Yes, sir.
we thank you for coming on and joining us on our sports podcast, man. We got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get right into it, bro. What we got? Introduce yourself, bro.
Yo, my name is Sej Sajiro. Just somebody that loves sports, loves to talk about it in a respectful way. The analytical parts about it, the fun, the good, the bad. So let's just get into it.
There we go.
Yes, sir. I mean, we talking about basketball, but we had to do the audible like Peyton because a lot of big things crossed the table.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah.
we're gonna do a little switcheroo real quick.
Okay.
A little hot topic that's going on right now.
Okay.
Westbrook versus Harden. That's
Mm.
been a big thing right now about who had the better career, who's better. So let's start there, man. Let's start. We're gonna let Sajiro kick that off, man.
All right. Me and Mel definitely had like a conversation about that, a quick one, because it was a floating topic on social media.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, right, better career. The biggest part about discussing sports is we got to make sure we all are talking about the same topic. So
Right.
whether it's the GOAT debate or who's the better passer or whatever the case may be, there's a difference between greatest and best.
Right.
Best to me is like when both guys was at their peak prime, who was better. Greatness is like your career. So like, who's had a greater career, Ray Allen or Tracy McGrady?
Ray Allen.
Who's the better player?
T-Mac was the better player for sure.
Then Ray
In his
Allen.
prime.
Wait,
In its prime,
I got it.
yes.
Max
That's
was
tough.
being
Prime
compared.
T-Mac.
No, I'll
Max
give it
was
to
being
T-Mac.
compared to Kobe.
I give it to T-Mac.
Got
Yeah,
right?
like
You feel me? So like, once we establish what we're talking about when we having sport, any conversation, really any conversation in life, it makes it a lot easier. So we're talking about greater career. I don't think it's hard pressed to not say Harden, because if you look at it, right, Russ got off to a little bit of a better start because he was automatically a starter. But
yes.
even coming off the bench, James Harden won a Sixth Man of the Year. When Harden and Russ and KD used to be on the court, they trusted Harden with the ball and said, "You make the decisions." So they took the ball out of Russ's hands and put it in Harden's hands when all three was on the court. Then when they both had their own team, Harden's team was competing to possibly go to the finals. They was the only team that gave Golden State and KD a run for their money,
That's
taking them
facts.
7. So respect to Russell Westbrook, but I do think when Harden had his own team and Russ had his own team, we was looking at the Rockets like, yo, they could go win a chip. We were surprised if the Thunder got out the first round.
That's
And
facts.
Harden had Paul George. Harden had Victor Oladipo. He had a prime Steven Adams. So it's not like his team wasn't good. We just didn't trust Russ to make the right decisions in the playoffs. And you knew come playoff time, he might get too emotional, get into a Dame, get out of his game, whatever the case may be. So what I'm saying all that to say, when they both had their own teams, Harden took his teams further and did more.
All right.
Now on the back half of their career, Harden's still an all-star. Harden's still a 20-10 guy. Russ is struggling to find a team and find a fit. So if we're talking about better career, we got to give it to James Harden.
Okay.
All right, bro.
I like that. I like
Chime in.
those takes. But I always gotta let's start with the stats first, right? Let's start with the stats. I always gotta bring the stats into it before we can have a formal conversation about it, right?
Okay.
So NBA season. This is from landofbasketball.com reference, right? So NBA seasons, James Harden 16, Westbrook 17. Playoffs played, James Harden 15, Westbrook 13.
Mm-hmm.
All-Star game, James Harden 11, Westbrook 9. So let's get to the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
So season MVP awards, they both have one, right?
Won them back
NBA All First Team, James Harden got 6 selections. Russell Westbrook has 2.
That's tough.
All NBA teams, total selections, All NBA total selections. James Harden has 7. Westbrook has 9.
Yes.
Okay. Scoring leaders, James Harden 3, Westbrook 2.
Yes.
Assist leaders, James Harden 2, Russell Westbrook 3. Now let's go to points per game in their career. In their career, James Harden averages 24.1, Westbrook 21.3.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Rebounds, Harden got him in Westbrook got him in rebounds, Westbrook got him in assists.
Mm-hmm.
Steals, those don't matter. Let's go to total stats. These are total overall stats, and we're gonna get into the conversation.
Yeah.
Total points. James Harden got 27,347, while Russell Westbrook has 26,025.
And James getting ready to crack that top 10.
He's getting ready to hit that top 10.
Yeah.
Correct. Total assists. James Harden got 8,194. Russell Westbrook 9,855. So we could go down, but in their overall career, let's go to their best season. Their best season, no game minimum. Their best season points per game. James Harden 36, Russell Westbrook 31. Mm-hmm. So if you look at the whole total body of work in their careers, it's pretty much you could go ahead.
Comparable. That's why we're having the conversation, right?
Yes.
It's comparable. Absolutely.
Yes, but when me and Mel talked about last episode about the eye test, I gotta give the edge to Harden on the eye test.
Yes.
I got to.
Yes.
I got to. And that's just my 2 cents and change on that.
Why? What is it for you? Is it that he makes better decisions? Is it like his style of play? Is it that he changed the game? Because he took the step back to a whole nother place.
To a whole nother level, to a point where we call travel. On them shits.
Yeah.
But you got to look at Russell Westbrook, and he's the only player outside of Oscar to average a triple-double for a season. That's big. That's big.
Yeah,
Since that's extremely hard to do.
He's honestly made people start to take it for granted. People now just think it's easy because he made it look so easy.
Exactly. Yeah. So I wouldn't get mad if somebody would pick Harden over Westbrook or Westbrook over Harden. I wouldn't get mad. But for the eye test, I would have to go with James Harden because of what you stated. He revolutionized the step back jumper in a way to create more scoring opportunities for players. And he made it look incredibly easy while doing it in the Houston Rockets days. It was like he was unguardable. He was just torching everybody.
Yo, there was a point in time where dudes was putting their hands behind their back to guard him because he just didn't know what to do with him. You just really didn't know what to low key, he was Luka before Luka. Like what Luka is right now, that's what James was. Like so I don't know. I gotta give it to James, man. I gotta give it to James.
I give it to James too. What you say, Mel?
All right, man. Y'all did the whole, the whole long. I'm gonna give y'all the real straight to it. You know what I'm saying? Like AI to the rack. Yo, listen, man. If he talking about both, y'all made the good points, but honestly, I mean, we being realistic, man. Harden, he was on another wavelength in Houston, man. From the rip. I mean, it's like when he left OKC, he was better than Westbrook. He became a better player off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Off the first season. I think so. Impact, and he just hit the ground running. It was like, damn.
I think he had 37 his first game in Houston.
Yeah, it was wild. So, yeah, if I'm keeping it 1,000, James Harden get the nod. And it's not to downplay Westbrook, but if we in that year when Harden averaged 36, it's like video game.
Out of pocket.
That was the only other season like that was when Kobe Bryant averaged 36.
Right.
Like he was wilding out. He was in the Garden bugging. He was bugging out. He was out there looking like Mike Myers, man. He was out there just he was. So I gotta give it to Harden, man. I gotta keep it real.
Yeah.
I'm not to be long-winded on it because y'all touched on everything, but just to give my 2 cents, I agree. Yeah. I think Harden get the nod.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all agree on Harden.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah. 3 for Harden. 0 for Westbrook.
Right.
Shout out to Westbrook, though.
Shout out to Westbrook, man. And then since we comparing another comparable one, I think this is tough. I think everybody gonna like it. I mean, I brought some props with me to introduce this one. We're gonna,
okay.
We got this.
Oh.
Okay,
Orlando.
we got that number one. I don't know if y'all gonna guess right, but the real bull is or this one.
That's
You
T
know,
Oh wait,
Max one.
hold on. I got one better. Hold on.
That's T Max one, right?
yeah,
The first was Penny. The second was T Mac.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
Hold
Yeah.
on.
know.
What we doing here? What we doing?
Oh,
What we
oh,
doing?
I definitely have those
Let's
two.
go.
Them Air
Hold
Max
on, hold
Penny
on,
ones changed the game.
hold on. We doing that? We doing that? Hold
Okay,
on.
okay, bro. Okay. Oh, see, I done started this
You
mother
started
lover.
some shit.
I done started
You
this mother
started
lover
some
here.
shit.
What he gonna pull out? What he gonna pull out the woodwork? What he gonna...
Shout out to my man
Oh,
Lou tuning in. Lou, what's good, brother?
what up, y'all? I digress.
Yeah,
He pulled the
Woo!
foams out. I
Hold
shout
on.
out to
Do the
digress.
Mike
Ric
the
Flair.
Foams, man.
Woo!
Woo! All right, but nah. So T Mac versus Penny. Who
Uh,
we got, man? Yo, bro? You kick this one off, man. This is another tough one.
Are
this
we
is a
doing greater?
tough one.
Are we doing greater or better? Who was greater or who
We're
was
gonna
better?
we'll discuss both because it's
Okay.
like you know what I mean. We'll discuss both.
All right.
Okay,
So give
so
your
in
two
terms
cents,
of
bro.
this is tough. This is tough, and the reason why I say this is tough because you got two of my all-time favorite players that paid homage, or not even paid homage and had to go against these guys. So, for instance, Penny Hardaway, we all know what he did with Mike. He was torching the Bulls. They didn't have no, even though Bulls got him that next year and swept them, but Penny Hardaway was out there cooking, cooking.
Absolutely.
Penny was. Then you got T Mac. Rest in peace, Kobe. Kobe said that T Mac was the toughest person he had to guard. Now that is coming from something that is coming
Big
from a player
compliment.
that is a defensive juggernaut in Kobe Bryant. So
Big
both
compliment.
players, you got Penny that cooked Mike, and you got Kobe that said Tracy McGrady was the toughest person to guard.
Yeah.
So to me, I got to go back to the eye test. Tracy McGrady. I will give the nod to Tracy McGrady because at his height, his athleticism, what he was able to do, he could play the point if he wanted to. He could play all five positions if he wanted to.
You
And the
play
man
two,
was
three, yeah.
just he was just unstoppable in his
Special.
prime. Like the stuff that T Mac could do. I'm
Special.
looking at this guy like,
Special.
how can you stop this guy? He's like almost
Special.
8 feet with a killer jumper, handles, dunk on you, post up. He had his game was complete except for his back. His back fucked him up, couldn't do. But
And
T Mac,
on top of
All
his
right.
game being complete, his game was wild smooth.
smooth
Like
as
T Mac
hell.
was just the hezzy pull
Yo.
that we talk about.
Oh,
That's T Mac.
Yeah,
That's
he's the
oh,
Mac.
dawn of that. He's the dawn
You
of
know
that.
what I mean? Like that.
oh.
That is Mac. So I'm gonna keep this one short. I think Penny's impact on basketball might be understated because like Magic is a little bit before our time, right? Penny's the first real big point guard we've
Point guard.
seen, like 6'7" point guard, the way he was diamond and all that. So I feel like Penny had a bigger impact on basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Like Penny made number one look fire. After Jordan, he might got the best sneaker that we've seen in basketball. So
Yes.
Penny's
Fact.
impact to me is bigger than Mac. But
Yeah.
that eye test and when they was both them, I'm giving it to Mac too.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Mac. What you got,
If I'm talking
Mel?
strictly on the court, I'm giving it to Mac.
I ain't gonna lie, man. And I think because I ain't gonna lie, man. T Mac, yo, man, the dawn, man. I ain't gonna lie. He made me break a lot of remotes, break a lot of mirrors, throwing stuff. He used to be bugging, but Penny was. I think, see, because I'm more of a point guard, so you know,
You
I think I like.
resonate with Penny more.
Yeah, I think I resonate with Penny more, but I gotta keep it a buck, man. I gotta give it to Mac too. Just keeping it. It's not an easy call,
It's
but it's
not.
just that T Mac. I mean, Penny, like he definitely exhibited a lot of, and he might have better moves because the spin step back.
We
Yeah.
still haven't seen anybody do it.
Any
Nobody's done it since.
nobody
Come
did
on,
that.
That's 30 years ago. I still ain't seen nobody back
you
that out.
That move in
but
slow mo is so
yeah.
magical.
So, but I gotta give it. I gotta give it to T Mac, but I like Penny's game more. But
Hmm.
I gotta give it to
Mm.
T Mac though.
Okay.
So I think we
I
all
like
in
that.
favor on that.
All right.
So
Yes.
All right.
we all another agreement. So
Shout out to the
now
Penny
we gonna switch
fans though. There's no slight
definitely.
on Penny. No
Yeah, no
slight on
slight, no
Penny.
slight.
You
Yeah, no
know,
slight,
Penny is
no
a great
slight,
That's it.
player,
no
but T
slight,
Against
Mac was
Penny.
just
no
he was
slight,
a hybrid. T Mac is a
no
hybrid.
slight.
That's KD
But
before KD.
That's
yeah,
That's T
yes.
Mac. That's
and
different.
now, I mean, we're gonna switch it over. So we be comparing and debating. We gotta talk about this NBA MVP race, man.
Mm,
Mm,
I'm gonna jump this one off, man,
mm.
all right.
because Shea, yo, he's a problem out here. You dig? He's a problem. It's like he really looking, like Jason Bowie. Like he's really killing everything. Like
Mm-hmm.
the horror movies where they be walking and everybody running, and they look back and dude just split. That's Shea. He just every game he just like every time I turn the clips, you see Shea just like I'm like like it's just like it's like he keeps getting even like it's like now that it's towards the end of the year, I'm seeing him sling everything in sight, step cross backs, people falling out of bounds, middies, threes, and one with the left. It's like he just showed it whole arsenal. He got that young team first place. I mean,
Dominating.
yo,
And not just for me,
dominating. Like
dominating the
he's
NBA.
he's really like I'm impressed because I feel like there's no veterans really on that team like that. He is the leader,
Yeah.
and I just see him taking it to a whole new level. He's averaging like 30,
30,
32, over 32 a game,
33. He's at 33 a game.
33. Yeah, I've been impressed. And to see the consistency of OKC this whole year, and then to talk about Joker, averaging a triple double. I mean, I think if Westbrook can do what he did, it might be like, but he's a center doing this. So it's not to like, you can't just turn your back at him and just act like it ain't nothing, But Denver is not in first place. And usually this award is given for winning. It ain't just, only time it wasn't given for winning was when Westbrook won.
Mm-hmm.
Because he averaged
He
triple
did
double. They was in like sixth,
he
fifth
did
place.
something. He did something we ain't never seen. They was in, I
You know what I
believe,
mean?
sixth place.
So
But at that
to
time, we
that
hadn't
point,
seen it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to that point, you can't not give it to Shea to me right now
Yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
they're gonna be first seed. He's dominating, and he got better from last year. He was neck and neck last year. He came back better this year. Got Shea my vote.
Okay. Before you chime in, can I chime in on this one?
Go ahead,
And
brother.
I'm going to get a little bit more in depth when it comes to this, right? So I have conversations with people in regards to the MVP award and what it really means, right? The MVP means what?
The
Most
most
valuable
valuable.
player,
Yes.
right? Most valuable player, right? I think the MVP award has turned into the most popular player rather than most valuable player. Because if we look at the most valuable player, and I hate to say this, but I gotta say LeBron James is the most valuable player to his team or any team that he has played for. And I say this because I want to look at these stats. LeBron James is 40 years old. He'd be 41 years old this year, right? So compare his year to his 2012 and 13 MVP seasons. Look at these numbers. Points per game right now, 25.0. Points per game is MVP season in 2013, 26. Rebounds per game, and right now, 8.2. And MVP season, 7.6. Assists per game right now, 8.5. MVP season, 7.2. The guy is better now than he was in his MVP season when he was like in his early 30s.
Yeah.
So if you talk about most valuable, take off LeBron James. Granted, they added Luka Doncic, but if you look at any of LeBron James' teams, any of them, he's the MVP. He could have been an MVP for every single year if you're talking about most valuable as opposed to most popular. Shea is going to win it this year because his team is winning, but if you look at Cleveland has the best record in the NBA. So why isn't any of those guys being considered MVP? Huh? What you said, Mel?
They tied now with
Tied now,
OKC.
but why is Donovan Mitchell not being considered MVP or any of those guys? Why? Because they're not popular players. They're not in the popular eye. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's in a popular
Spider
eye.
got shoes
It's
with
true.
Adidas, bro.
It's true.
This dude Spiders, come on, son.
If you
look popular than Shea.
It's true because if you look at MVPs, right? MVPs has been given to the teams that had the best records. Can we say that?
For the most part, you got to have a good record. You got
You
to have
got
a
to
good
have
record.
one of the best records in the
Usually you
league
got to have a top 4 to 5 record in the league.
to be the
Usually.
MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why is nobody in Cleveland being mentioned in the MVP conversation? Why? Because they share the ball. Nobody, you got a star in Donovan Mitchell, right? But why nobody on that team is being considered? Shea is only being considered because he was talked about last year. They was only a sin, so they're like, we mentioned him last year. We got to give it to Shea this year. That's how the MVP race has been going to me, in my 2 cents.
Right.
That's how it's been going to me.
All right. So, like I said, any conversation we have to establish what we're talking about, right? So, we're talking about MVP. Your brother made a great point. It feels like it's become a popularity contest, right? I don't agree with you, but I can understand why you feel that way. Now, with the MVP, to me, it is most valuable player. But what they're really trying to say is who's having the most outstanding season. It's really the MOP. We just still call it MVP.
Mm-hmm.
It's really being given to the most outstanding player. But there's obviously some variables that factor into that. One of them is your team got to be winning.
Mm-hmm.
When Kobe was killing and Kobe averaged 35, everybody always argues, oh, he should have won MVP. They was the 8th seed. You can't give an MVP to the 8th seed.
That's fact.
You 1 seed out. So I never ever rock with that conversation or that opinion that Kobe should have won MVP in the years. Kobe was the best player in the league, but that's not what the award is called. If that's what the award is called, there'll only be like 6 people to probably win it in the last like 30 years. Jordan would have won it in the entire night. Like, so that's not real. So we're talking about who is having the most outstanding team on a qualified team. And we know what a qualified team looks like. You got to be a top 4 to 5 seed in the league.
Right.
So if we look at it that way, which is really what I think the voters is looking at it like, then the MVP starts to make sense on who's been winning it. Steve Nash definitely deserved his first MVP. What people never talk about when Nash won those is the year before he got there, the Phoenix Suns won 20 games. He got there, they won 61 or 60. That's a 40-game flip. That's value. That's outstanding. Let's bring it to Shea. Shea is the MVP. It should probably be unanimous too at this point, because what part of winning the MVP, you got to have moments. Him and Joker met up on Sunday on ABC, and Shea brought it to them boys. He put belt the ass, as one of my boys in here like to say. He put belt the ass. We can't play with Shea no more. The only reason Shea not gonna win this unanimously because he don't play above the rim. You see that 23 guy behind you? Shea
the greatest, the GOAT.
Shea is on that type of time this season. You see the way Jalen Williams is starting to come along? That's how Scotty was coming along. And then the other, like, that's what Shea is on. Shea didn't average 30 plus the last 3 years. And he's doing it while winning. Guards who typically do that, they do that because they just get their numbers. They play on mediocre teams. They fade out. He's doing this on a team that's on pace to win 60, possibly 70 games. And he's defending. Shea is defending. He's playing efficiently. The ball still moves. When the ball sticks to him, he makes the right play or the right decision. He don't really force nothing. And he's putting belt the ass while doing it. Jokic is the best player in the league. Nobody could take that away from him.
I agree.
That's the best basketball player on planet Earth right now.
Yeah.
But Shea is the most outstanding player this year, bro. He's averaging 33. His team is going to win close to 70 games. And they're dominating the higher up competition. They went to Boston without Jalen and got a W. And Shea had like 40, if I'm not mistaken. And that's what Jalen Brown and him. We see how Jalen Brown had Luka looking kind of funny in the finals. Shea didn't have them problems.
So I'll say this, right? So we look at these teams. Let's just take the 2 MVP front runners, which is Shea and Joker, right?
Yeah.
Jokic. So let's say we take their teams as constructed currently. We take away Shea, we take away Jokic. Who has the better team?
Who has the better? Oh, the Nuggets team is better.
I think it's close. I don't know quite. Like this year, OKC might got it because OKC just got they've just built something over the years. And the Nuggets the Nuggets every single year since they won the chip, they've lost the piece. Like they lost Caldwell Pope. Then they lost I forgot son's name. They used to wear
the role player that used to rock the headband. Yeah.
He was super. So every year they done lost the piece. So to me, it's kind of even now. Like because Chet didn't play a lot, And Jalen Williams just got on the up and up.
Yeah.
J-Dub is what they
So
call
let me
him.
rephrase
So
the question. Let me
I think it's
rephrase the
kind of
question.
close.
Let me rephrase the question then. You take those two guys off the team, right? Who is the most valuable to their teams? Who you think you remove those two players? Which team will do better without one of their star players? With their
OKC.
The
currently teams
Nuggets.
constructed,
OKC
The
would.
Nuggets.
I think OKC.
I didn't.
would do
The
better.
Nuggets.
So you is opposite. So Mel, you saying
Yeah.
Nuggets would do better. You
Yeah.
saying Thunder would do better without
Yes.
those two current
Yes.
teams.
Because OKC
Okay.
still has a twitch on defense that would keep them in a lot of games that you would think they shouldn't win. And I think Jalen Williams has ascended. He's an all-star. He made the all-star team this year. And Jamal Murray always comes on late. So Jamal Murray, you can't start counting on Jamal Murray to January.
So
So for real,
is Shea more valuable to the Thunder or Jokic more valuable to Nuggets?
I think Shea more
nah,
valuable to OKC. Because without Shea, they are not a number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're not none of that. They
I'm
playing.
I'm gonna say Jokic is more valuable because to me, I think OKC could still make the play-in without Shea.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Nuggets is not even making the play-in without Jokic.
So it's safe to say, well, is
But
both
it's
going.
close. It's close.
You
It's
know, so
close.
and this is why I say the MVP should not be a popular award. It
They
shouldn't
gotta change
matter.
the
It
name.
shouldn't
It's
matter
most
record or
outstanding.
nothing like that. It should matter who is the most valuable player to their team.
It sounds like
That's what it should be.
it sounds like what you want the award to be called is who's the best player in the league that year. That's
No,
what you
no,
want.
just who's the most valuable. Like I said, LeBron James. That's why I mentioned LeBron James, because you take away LeBron James on any team that he was on. Let's look at the team that he had on Cleveland when he took the Cleveland Cavaliers to the finals. You take LeBron James off that team, they shit.
We seen it
Yeah.
when he
I mean,
when he
leaves.
left.
We see
Yeah.
it.
So that's the
Yeah.
most valuable play. You cannot lose this guy, because if you lose this guy, your team is going to shit. If you could lose your star player and you could still maintain and win, then that's not the most valuable player, in my opinion. That's
Yeah,
just
got
how
you.
I see it.
I could understand that. I could understand that. But that's why I said they gotta change the name of that award. Because another thing with most valuable too is value is different to everybody.
Right.
Like value is a super subjective conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Outstanding, we kind of all gonna be on the same accord because we know what outstanding looks like. But when we
Right.
start talking about value, that looks different to everybody. That's super subjective.
Right.
So I think they either should change the name of that award or add an extra award. So we got an MVP and we got an MOP. Almost like
absolutely.
if even like the NFL, the MVP it seems to always go to a quarterback. But
Right.
we know there's certain years where it's like, yo, the quarterback is not the most valuable.
It's
Even
not
though
the
they
most
always
valuable
are.
player.
But maybe like I think the NFL should have like a most outstanding quarterback since it's such a big position, and we just give it to that. And then MVP, it might be that quarterback that year, but that would give a little more leeway for us to see other types of positions win it.
I agree.
If it's deserved, like
Yeah.
Saquon Barkley this year, you feel me?
Shout out to Saquon. Fuck Philly.
Yeah. I mean, so I know we got a bunch of other joints, but I know
Yeah, well,
we both said Shea. Me and Sage said Shea. Who you
Yeah.
say for MVP? And then we on to the next.
LeBron James.
Oof.
Yo, come on, man. Yo,
And you know how I feel like, and you know
I ain't
how I
gonna
feel
front.
about LeBron.
You know I'm
bro.
a Laker fan, but we
I
did
mean,
go 0-4 without Son, so it's pretty valuable. You feel me?
who you pick though, bro? Joker or
LeBron.
Shea?
I'm not picking
All right.
either. I said LeBron.
All right, so LeBron, I bet. So he's wilding, audience. All right, we on to the next. This is for LeBron. LeBron out right now. 2 weeks, 3 weeks MVP. Next.
He'll be
All right.
back next week.
Since me and my boy had this debate all the time, so now I want to bring this to the masses because this dude be fronting, man.
I think
You feel
we know
me?
what this
So
one
now
is about to be about.
I want to go over the top 5 passes, man, of all time, man. That's what I want to touch on. The top 5 passes all time because see this dude be talking about LeBron. Yo, listen, I'm starting this one off because he be ruffling my feathers, man. With this, you know what I mean? With this top 5 passes, man.
Top
So,
5 passes
you
in
go ahead.
NBA
Let
history.
it start it off.
NBA
I'm gonna let
history.
you start it off. NBA history. Let me let you start it off. Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
So this is no order, but this is my 5. Magic, J. Kidd, Steve Nash, Jason White Chocolate Williams, and LeBron. That's my 5. I feel like 3 of them guys I named, everybody might just agree. So I ain't even got to talk about why, but I'm saying I think Magic, Kidd, and Nash, we all agree they should be in the top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I
Matt,
agree
Matt,
with that.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
I just
All
ain't
right.
putting
So
Braun in top 5.
that's fine. So this is my number one rule when we talk about skill sets. I do not really care about the statistics. I'm going to explain to you why. Being a better passer doesn't necessarily equate to assists. If that was
Mm-hmm.
the case, Russell Westbrook would automatically be a better
Be
passer than
a
LeBron
better
James.
passer. Correct.
So it's not that simple. Or Kyrie Irving's a better scorer than a lot of people who average more points than him. So I don't really focus on statistics when I'm talking about skill sets.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just make that clear.
Yeah.
So Magic, we ain't got to talk about why he's in this. Magic is
Yeah.
a top 5. Where you got him ranked, that's your preference, but he
Yeah.
got to be in the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Kidd, I don't think we really got to talk about Kidd, so I'm
Nah.
not really gonna.
Nah.
Steve Nash might be 4, 5, 6, but he's in. Jason White Chocolate Williams is in my top 5, not because of flash, but because of creativity.
Mm-hmm.
J-Dub done made passes that you can't even
Facts.
comprehend. To throw it behind the back and off your elbow, that's different. That's just different. When he does things like freezes the defense and then lets the ball go, that's creativity, that's vision, and then that's delivery. J-Dub is in my top 5. He just didn't have the ball enough and the longevity enough for his assist totals to be 8, 9, 10,000. Now, LeBron James. LeBron James ain't top 5 to me in any skill set that has to do with basketball. I don't think he's a top 5 shooter. He's not a top 5 ball handler. I don't think Bro's a top 5 rebounder. He's a top 5 passer. Passing is the best thing Bron do. It's his best skill set. It's his best attribute.
Mm-hmm.
One, I'm gonna just start with the things he does that nobody does. Braun, maybe before like Luke and Harden and them, but Braun, the first guy that was like the swing pass. So not the like make the right pass, the second and third pass, and where he throws with a bullet, with accuracy and position and
Mm-hmm.
precision. Nobody makes passes like that. Like that wasn't even a thing. That's a LeBron thing. Nobody makes passes like him. If
Mm-hmm.
you want flash, he got flash. He can do all that. Like that's not his thing, but he can do all that. He could look you off. Like Braun is just elite at passing a
He
basketball. Like
is.
his precision with it. It's not just the passes he makes. It's like Aaron Rodgers type of stuff. It's like pinpoint accuracy type of stuff. Like Braun is the type of guy that puts it in your shooter's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just making the pass. He's making the pass where you don't even have to move. It's just up. That to me is what makes him top 5. Because everybody else, it gets tight, it gets subjective. So I'm gonna give it to the guy who got elite vision, elite court balance with how he sees it, and then the ability to deliver it. So Braun is in my top 5.
All right.
All right.
I mean, yeah, bro.
So
You chime in.
when I look at passing, like you said, like passing to me, because anybody could dribble up the ball. Like say, for instance, Stockton and Malone, they know the pick and roll, pass to Malone, he can hit a jump shot, assist, or
Yeah,
he could do a
assist
simple
doesn't
bounce
mean
pass. Right, assist doesn't mean
you are
like
great.
you're a good passer.
Right.
Right, so when I look at great passing, I'm like a guy that can see the floor and make the pass before the other person even know they're
React.
receiving the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so my tops. People exclude this guy, but we got to put Chris Paul in there.
Paul is in there. He's up there.
Chris Paul
He's
is
in my
an
top 10.
Hold on.
incredible passer, huh?
No, finish, bro, because I
Somebody
gotta
said
attack my
CP3.
boy.
Yes,
Yeah,
CP3.
I gotta attack him for a minute. But go ahead.
It's
I want
no
you to finish
particular
this.
order. No particular order in mind. It's Magic Johnson,
Okay.
Chris Paul,
Okay.
White Chocolate,
Okay.
Jason Kidd,
Okay.
and you know what? Jokic.
I'm not mad at Jokic. Jokic is in
I
my
ain't
top
mad at it.
10. He
I ain't
keep
mad at
doing
it.
this a little bit longer. He
I
creeping
ain't
up
mad
there.
at it.
Jokic
Yo.
in my top 10.
I
And
ain't
I excluded Jason Kidd. Shout out to Jason Kidd. I love Jason Kidd, but this is my 2 cents and change on who I feel are my top
Wait,
5 passers.
say your top. Hold it. Say your top 5 again. I thought
It
you said
was
Kid.
it was Chris Paul, Jokic, Magic,
J-Dub.
huh?
You said
It's Jason
white
Williams.
chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jason
And then you said
Williams
Jokic.
and
Okay.
I said Magic, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
Magic,
Yeah.
Chris Paul, Jokic, um, damn,
White
I
chocolate.
fucked up.
You
I
said
got.
you said
He said.
CP3,
He's.
white chocolate, Joker, Magic, and
Who
damn.
who I said? Who I said?
Got 4.
Damn,
Chris
did I say
Paul.
5? I
You
said Chris Paul.
Magic, Jason Williams, Jokic, and
4.
who was the
I'm trying to
fifth?
remember that last one.
Damn, who I
5th.
pick as my? Because I didn't pick. Oh,
Vincent.
Magic. I said Magic, right?
Yeah,
You said Magic.
Magic, Chris Paul, Jason Williams, Jokic. Who was the fifth? Oh, wait, no, you said
Damn, I ain't
I guess you
say
got
the.
a fifth to me.
Damn, I ain't pick a fifth. Damn. I will see. It's either out of for me. It's either out of Jason. Well, it's either out of
That's
Jason.
why I said. That's why I said. I think you said kid. I think you said kid because I heard you say kid. That had to
Okay,
be
so it's Kid, then that's the 5th. All right.
Yeah, because I put him over Stockton.
okay.
I got Kid over Stockton as
So you
far
got
as passing.
You got Stockton over Nash.
No, I'll pick Nash 6
Okay.
over
All right.
Stockton. If it was the top 10, it'd be
Yeah.
more, but
Yeah,
that's my top 5.
and I
Yeah.
let me just put Mel before you go because
Mhm.
I know you got your own shit, but it's when I say so top 5. That don't mean 6 to 10 is not right there. Like top,
Yeah,
my
Right.
top
nah,
5 passing list
yeah,
is
for sure.
very, very delicate.
Right.
Because I got guys like Rondo in my top 10, Jokic is in my top 10. So like
Yeah.
it gets real. But Mel, go ahead.
I mean, I think it's a consensus with a couple guys, like as far as Magic, Jason Kidd, Steve Nash, White Chocolate.
Definitely
But
White Chocolate.
I definitely.
I
But
like
the
that
thing
we all
about it,
got him in there.
yeah. I just see if we was ranking the order, it would be a thing. So that's why I'm happy we ain't rank it. But I told Sajiro that CP3 was a better passer than Braun. He looked at me like I was crazy.
Wait,
Yeah, I'm not
CP3 a better passer than
Yeah.
Braun?
I'm not Jack.
Cause he looked
not-
when I said
nah.
that he was like no. I'm like, are you serious?
I give CP3 the
CP3,
edge over Braun. I give him the edge over Braun.
CP3.
Now,
We
before
serious?
you continue, bro, I'm gonna just say this and bow out. I'll
Yeah.
give you the floor.
Uh-huh.
When Sajiro said pocket passing, Braun is probably the best pocket passer we ever seen. Because remember, he played football in his heyday, so I don't know if he played a little quarterback, but from one end to the other end, LeBron got it. But CP3 is the type of passer that will give you the ball before you even expect the ball. That's a CP3 passer. I give him the edge over Braun with that.
I mean, if we keeping it all the way 1,000, I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000. That's the top 5. I got CP, but Rondo is a better passer than Braun too. Feel me? Feel me?
Rondo was ill too, though.
Feel me?
Rondo,
Like we're not going front like LeBron is dope, but we're not gonna just go and give him like, oh yo, he's this, he's that, he's this. Chill. To me, he's a dope passer, but my thing is this: LeBron, I'm not hating.
Kevin Love is dope too, yeah.
We talking about the best passes, and somebody mentioning Kevin Love?
No, because I said pocket passer, so he said Kevin Love.
Oh, I see. Best outlet passer. All right, bet.
Outlet.
Yeah, for sure. But I just think that we overlooking some people that used to really throw out them dimes. The Mark Jacksons. It's a lot of guards, like, just to be like, oh, it's Braun because we see him. Braun is good, but Braun is not no better passer than Mark Jackson. Just like, yo, he's better just to say it. Nah, that's my thing. I'm not just jumping on certain trains just because of who the player is. LeBron James is not a better passer than Mark Jackson? Diamond up the place? We serious? We're going to check who all-time assists where he at? Mark Jackson? Diamond up the place? No whoop.
Now,
Hold on.
Mark Jackson's tough.
Come on, like that's my thing. I'm just not gonna just give it and just say because there's a lot of guards and not even though if we talking about like pocket and precision, this is gonna be another one. I just gotta show love to a lot of these diamonds. The Chris Webbers, the Vlade D-Box, if we talking about just passing, like we can't just LeBron.
Make sure you
I seen them do stuff that I ain't see Braun ever do.
Well,
Some of the passes.
Let me just correct you on something, bro. When
Okay.
you said Mark Jackson and assists, LeBron does. He's number 4 all the time, and Mark is number 6.
Because he played for 30 years, bro.
And we talked about that, but LeBron James being a forward and being number 4 in assists is
all the time, bro.
It's quite commendable. And I
if
don't
Allen
fuck with LeBron
Iverson
like
passed
that.
the ball more, then he would be up there with assists too. Like, come on, son. Like, you got the ball all the time. You like, come on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Let's not do that. But that's all. That's I just want to show some love to some of these other diamonds, though.
Mm,
You feel me?
that's
That's
facts.
So
all.
I got a lot of respect for CP. So I'm not mad. CP's in my top 10, so I'm
Okay.
not mad at that.
All right.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
But
He's
my
number
thing
2
is,
in all-time assists, by the way. Chris Paul. Shout out to Chris Paul.
yeah.
Shout out to CP.
CP
Great.
I never seen
Great.
anybody take better care of the basketball than CP. So CP to me is like he's the point guard for a reason, right?
Yeah.
He's
He
the point
is.
guard.
Go ahead, guy.
So like CP takes tremendous care of the basketball. But if I just said go out there and make the plays, make the passes, if you turn it over, you turn it over, but just make the passes, make the plays. I'm taking Brown, bro.
All right. All right. That's fair. That's fair. So we,
So
we chalk it up.
so let me establish one thing. Mel, is Brown in your top 10 passes all time?
Top 10. Yeah. He in top 10
I
for
was about
sure.
to say, because if
He's top
he's not
10.
in top
He's in
10,
top
then we
10.
Yeah, you got
He's
to
in
put him
nah,
in
top
the
he's,
ten.
top 10.
Yeah, he's in top 10. He's in top 10. Just don't ever let me hear you question him being a better passer than White Chocolate either.
nah.
Put that on the spot too. All
Nah,
right, bet
White
we good.
Chocolate was
So
something
all
different. He
right,
did
so we on to the next
okay.
thing. So we good then, right? We good. We good. All right. So since we talking about top fives, let's get into the top five two guards all time, man. Let's talk about it, man. Top five two guards all time. Feel me?
Second, I'm gonna just throw this in the chat real quick when y'all get a chance. Just take a look at this one special pass by somebody.
Alright, alright,
I just threw that
alright.
in there
Yo,
so
you're
people could
funny.
view
That
that.
I can't. You
You
Alright,
know
can't
what I mean?
even click
yeah,
that.
All right, so
yeah.
I'm gonna
We gonna
send that
check
to
that
y'all
out.
later.
We
Yeah,
gonna check that test.
and any
But top five
but
two
yeah,
guards. Alright, I mean, I ain't gonna
this
lie. I think
hold
it's
on.
a consensus.
Hold on. This one I need an order.
Or
I
Yeah,
don't
oh
order?
want
yeah,
to
hold on.
get no
I'm
particular.
about
I
to give
want
y'all an
in
order right
order.
now. You ready? You ready? I'm gonna kick it off.
I know
Cause
who
I
it is.
know my top, people gonna be like, yeah. So we're gonna start off. Let me be the bad guy. Let me, you know what I mean? Top five two guards all time.
All
Mike and Kobe
time.
is number one and two. Mike one, Kobe
That's
two.
no
No debate about it.
debate.
No
No
debate.
debate.
No debate, right? So basically, this is gonna be about 3 through 5.
Right.
Absolutely.
All
That's
right?
where the conversation starts.
Where it start?
Uh-oh.
We lost Mel.
We lost Mel.
No, my bad. So basically, number 3 is the number 3. The answer, Allen Iverson, number 3 two guard of all time.
So
Everybody may not agree with it.
I'm gonna just hit the pause button because I gotta make sure we establish what we are
Feel me?
talking about. Hold up, Mel.
Top, yeah.
I just want to make sure we establish what are we talking about the 5 greatest shooting guards of all time or the 5 best shooting
Best.
guards of all
The
time?
best. The
Okay,
best.
cool. All right,
The
bet.
best.
That
All right?
helps
But
have the conflict.
I ain't gonna lie. The only people greater than Iverson is Kobe and Mike. Who we talking about?
All right.
Like, you serious?
So
So
Dwayne,
it's like, every way you want to bounce it, flip it, Dwayne Wade is the dude,
hold up.
but he is not the answer. He's not the
Dwayne Wade,
answer. He's
hold up.
not the answer.
Dwayne Wade's not a greater player than AI with the 3 chips and you know what I mean?
Let me take the Malcolm X glasses off.
The
No, no, no way.
There's no way you're
No
gonna win this
way.
debate with him
I
over
know.
Allen Iverson.
No
I already know.
Ain't no
way.
way.
I had to take the Malcolm X, we put them on so they know, no way, and then put them off.
All
No
right.
way.
Okay,
Feel me?
so that's
Allen
3.
Iverson, number 3, Dwayne Wade 4, and let me go into this, right? What Dwayne Wade did in 06 with a better team, Allen Iverson did that against Kobe and Shaq in 01. Check the numbers, please. He averaged the same points when he was the only scoring option. Holla at me. Allen
Okay.
Iverson, the answer, number 3. The reason why he went number 3.
That's the
Okay,
person. That's the
all
person
right.
who put him in the Hall of Fame.
You heard? So Dwayne
Right.
Wade, number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Number 5, I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to probably get that to James Harden.
Okay.
And I'm a,
James Harden?
and right, yeah. And I'm a fullback. And I'm going to let y'all. But the answer is the answer. Believe that.
Okay.
2 guards of all time. And they got to be the order, right? So we already know
In order.
Mike and Kobe. Mike and Kobe is 1 and 2. I'm putting Dwayne Wade at number 3. The reason why I'm putting Dwayne Wade at number 3 over than your boy AI is if you got to look at the totality, the body of work that the Wade has compared to Allen Iverson, the chips, the defense, the carrying teams, the moments.
Carrying teams? Hold on. Carrying teams? We mentioned it. About to let me throw these glasses, man. I was carrying the city for 10 years.
Dwayne Wade carried a lethargic Shaq, Anton Walker. He carried them dudes, Jason Williams, out of his prime. He carried them to the playoffs because they was and he got them in and they won. You got to give it to Dwayne Wade with that. Dwayne Wade was that super guy. No, I'm not taking nothing from AI. But if you're looking at total body of work, I gotta give it to Dwayne. This is mine, bro. You had yours. This is mine. So Mike, Kobe, Dwayne Wade.
Yeah.
I gotta put. You cannot put the logo in there. Jerry West.
Oof.
You gotta put the logo in there. You gotta put the logo in there. You got to. And AI. And that's my 5.
Yeah, Jerry West, a better answer.
I'm putting Jerry West over there, man. Even though that wasn't in my time, but we talking about total bodies of work here, bro.
Yo,
we're not just
let me ask you
talking about
this, bro. Yo, bro, tell me about Jerry West without going on a computer. What's his body of work?
What's his body of work? He's the logo. Shit. Hold on. I gotta make a. Hold on. Go ahead, y'all.
Yeah. Yo, this dude said Jerry West over Allen Iverson. This dude is bug game. Whatever is in the water in North Carolina, tell me, so I stay away, please. Golly. Ooh.
All right, my bad.
Yeah, you bugging out, man.
Okay, there you go.
Cleanse yourself real quick.
Yeah, it ain't crazy. You gotta put the logo in there, man.
You know why it's crazy? Because you ain't 60 years old. You just saying Jerry West is the same.
No,
you don't really think that.
No,
I mean I never heard you say nothing about Jerry West ever.
But we talking about. But see, this is mine. Mine's is not the best. Mine is the greatest. The greatest 2 guards of all time. You got the best. I'm talking about the greatest. So our players are not going to resonate.
We gonna roast him after. Trust me, we gonna roast him.
Who's that?
Comments. Yeah, we gonna roast him later. Thank you. We gonna roast him later offline.
Mike,
we gonna roast him later.
Kobe, Wade, Jerry, and Allen Iverson. That's my top. That's my top 5 greatest 2 guards of all time.
Cleanse the situation, please, Sejuro. Please. Because my brother is a buggy.
My 5 greatest shooting guards of all time.
Now, greatest or best?
He actually said in the beginning, though, and that's what we established. We said best. So go ahead and do greatest. Go ahead, do greatest.
I did greatest.
Do greatest.
And the reason I'm gonna do greatest is because everybody in this conversation has a large enough body of work to be in this conversation of greatest. That's why I'm doing greatest. Michael Jeffrey Jordan is number 1.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Jeffrey. We call him Jeffrey. Then we take a slight pause. We don't even just go straight to 2. We take a slight pause. Kobe Bean Bryant is number 2.
Yeah.
1A and 1B.
Anybody that don't got them 2 like that, just move on.
Just don't know basketball.
Drinking the same stuff that my brother drinking with the Jerry West.
They not. They not. Number 3 for me is Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade. I gotta give it to Dwayne Wade because of those championships. And on top of the championships, something I don't think Wade gets enough credit for is in his second year in the league, he went to the Eastern Conference Finals and they almost got to the finals. They took
I remember
6
that.
or 7. I think people forget about that.
6. I think it was 6. They lost it. 6. Yeah.
That's part of the journey. Wade came out the gate. He gave B Diddy mad work.
Mad work in that playoff. And B Diddy was that dude.
That crossover is legendary.
Yeah,
See?
leaned him. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
boom. Year 2, Eastern Conference Finals. Year 3, legendary finals.
Yeah.
And then from there, he just kind of, was doing his thing. So I'm gonna give it to Dwayne Wade. Number 4 is Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson is the 4th greatest shooting guard of all time. Period. The reason
Okay.
Allen Iverson is because once we get out of the top 3, everybody kind of got the same body of work. And the reason my number 5 is Harden. The reason I'm putting
Braun
Allen
is not a
Iverson over
point guard,
Harden,
a shooting guard.
Yeah.
yeah, the reason I'm putting Allen Iverson over James Harden is because Allen Iverson, say what you want, he showed up in the playoffs. James Harden got too many
And
moments
he
of
changed the
not
game.
showing. Yeah, James Harden got too many moments of not showing up for me to be disrespectful enough to put him above Allen Iverson. So I will put James Harden 5th on my top 5 shooting guards of all time.
I got one more thing to chime in. And you want to know something, though? The only person on this list.
I'm not seeing the comments.
You're not seeing the comments?
Nah.
The only person on this list to not, he played good, to destroy Mike and Kobe is the answer. So I put a mic on him. As a rookie. Hold on.
You did.
Take the glasses off. As a rookie. 44 on the head top. The game when he crossed Mike, weep. 37 for Iverson, 23 for Mike. Kobe Bryant, love Kobe, but I could pull up a bunch of clips. 1 minute he's in the clip.
Talking with my brother is not. Iverson
hit him with the through the legs. The what? Kobe Bryant went from being in Philly to Nebraska.
If
he was Mel, screen.
If Mel had the option to put Allen Iverson number 1, he would.
If I had the option, I ain't drinking the stuff you drink in North Carolina, so I ain't gonna do that.
Hold up, I'm gonna leave and come right back in. So one of y'all might have to let me in.
All right, back. Yeah, if you had the option to add Allen Iverson in your top, you would do that. But like I said, I had to put Jerry West in there as the greatest. Because he wasn't no slouch. He averaged damn near 30 points per game in his career.
He wasn't a slouch. Come on, man.
I'm talking about the greatest. You know what I'm saying? In modern day basketball, of course, Allen Iverson will be over Jerry West. But mine is the greatest 2 guards to ever play the game. So Allen Iverson is still in the top 5, but I just got him, Jerry West, over Allen Iverson in that category. And that's my 2 cents.
I ain't mad at it. I mean, we all basically had the same thing for the most part.
Pretty much.
If we making segue though to got a question. Are you familiar with the White Mamba?
No, and I was trying to look at that. Shout out to AJ. We're gonna get to his top 5 with us in a minute. I didn't know too much about that, so I can't speak on that too much because I didn't know what the fuck that was. So
yeah, it wasn't really a crazy thing. I just want to I put it down to make a point because the White Mamba is Brian Scalabrine, right? Yeah. And George the Messiah is older dude who be hooping, but he be trying to play bully ball and be fouling all the people going crazy. So the reason why I mentioned and put it down because it was something that basically I'll try and say next time.
Okay.
But basically, a lot of people be just looking at these NBA players like, yo, I could bust his ass, I could do this. It's like, yo, these people that's in the league, they're not in the league because they garbage.
Right.
So I just feel like Brian Scalabrine always say, yo, I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me. So if people got to understand what that means, you know what I'm saying? He ain't even saying he's closer, but it's like, that's how big a gap it is with NBA player, just the average.
Because he's an NBA player, right?
And Brian Scalabrine bust his ass, 11 zip. And all that bullying, he thought he was going to. Brian Scalabrine came to New York in the cage, and it was like,
who is this other guy?
He a dude that's been making the rounds on social media, playing people one-on-one and stuff. But it was like, I just wanted to highlight it off the simple fact that, we talk shit all the time about these NBA guys, but if they came to the park, YMCA, wherever you hoop at, they're gonna look like Mike. So
Yeah,
it just was one of these things to these people out here, like the kids and everybody. Is like, listen, man, them people is in the NBA
because
for a reason, man.
let's
We
be
ain't even gotta
honest.
spend too much time on that.
Let's be honest,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna end on this note. The 12th man on an NBA roster will go into a street ballpark and give people 50. Let's be honest. Let's be
absolutely,
honest.
absolutely,
Majority of the times,
absolutely,
facts.
absolutely.
Facts.
So,
Majority of the times.
not even, standing on that too long. But another thing, I want to know, like, I don't have y'all heard about Kion Anthony? What's going on?
Yes, and getting a snub from the
Yeah,
All
McDonald's
American
All
yeah. You heard
McDonald's
about
All
this, bro?
American.
I ain't hear about it too much because I didn't follow little bro's high school career this high school senior
Okay,
season, so I don't really know how well he did. I know he killed the AAU circuit last year. That's what really got
okay,
him boosted, but I don't know how good his senior
okay.
season went.
So basically, he's the top ranked player in New York City.
Hmm.
He's on one of the top teams in the country. And then, he's been killing on the AAU circuit. He's been doing his thing. And then even like, his pops is Carmelo Anthony, who just signed the McDonald's deal too. Hence the McDonald's All American toys and the Happy Meal. Funny thing, I got my son a Happy Meal and they got the toy. I was laughing.
Stay away from that
But
McDonald's crap, B.
so,
Hmm.
yo, listen, man. Listen, man. We talking sports, man. Yeah.
You don't
So
eat the
basically,
golden arches.
I man. But look, so basically, he he didn't get the nod to be an All American,
Oh,
and that's with all of those credentials. And Melo, he felt like, his son was deserving, and it's kind of like, what's the criteria to make it? Because if he's the number one player in the city, on a top team in the country, been playing elite against these elite ranked guys, and on top of that with Melo Association, it's kind of like, how you not make the game, the All American game. And I will say, for me following, I've never seen the top guy from New York not make it. Like Bassie made it. I believe Lance made it. Isaiah
they all made it, but
White, Isaiah
they are
Whitehead.
they on another level though. Like we gotta
I
remember this
mean,
McDonald's All American.
another level.
It's the top like 24 kids in the country, right? Because it's like 12 kids make it for East West,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it ain't even just about being the best in your state. There's 50 states. There's only 24 spots for that game. So
But
I
then,
can't comment on this too much because I didn't see Cayenne's senior season like that. But